Hello, everyone. My name is Xiaoying, but most people know me as Sharon. I came from the same research group from Victoria University of Wellington. My main research interest is in text mining, classification, clustering. So basically, if anyone interested in text data, natural language processing, you might need to catch me and maybe get to know me so I can ask you to examine my student's thesis. So today I will talk about how to design a new representation for text, and it's one of the applications on fake news detection. So to represent a text, I have a wonderful example with some wonderful animation that's not working. But I think it makes sense. It's there are many different kinds of representations, right? Like the typical one, TF-IDF, is a very old one. It gives you a very sparse vector. And the recent ones, embeddings, it gives you a very dense vector. You can imagine it as a dictionary, right? Each word, it gives you a long vector of like 300 dimensions. Or one sentence, it gives you an even longer, like 700 dimensional vectors. And this comes together, word level, sentence level, character level. To me, they are not separable. So the main idea, like this messy slide makes perfect sense, is we put them together, mess them around in order to make a new, more expressive representation. So here is one example to explain our motivation. Suppose you design something, a toy, a machine. So in order to give it to a factory to make it, you need to give at least 3 views: the top view, the front view, and the side view. At least 3. You give very specific like size on each one of them to make it real. So in order to represent something, the complex things like text, one view is definitely not enough. So the idea is we need multiple views. So what are the multiple views? Here's one example on fake news detection. First of all, we use different source. We use the article itself. It's called news content. We also use the social context, which is the tweets, the people who put comments about this article. And for each one of them, we have 3 representations. They are just examples. We can put more. We can put a character level, others to there. So we have word level, we have sentence level, and the middle one is called emotional level. Why is that important? Fake news, I think why it is hurt people, or why it is a terrible thing, is because it actually triggers your emotions. Some make you angry, make you fear, or make you sad. So that's why we think this emotion is important. So each word, we map it to a dimension, to a vector of 8 dimensions. These 8 dimensions are the 8 emotions that are proposed by the psychologist: fear, happy, anger, something like that. So we put them together. For each representation, we found the most suitable classifier. And then the output is in fact another vector. So what we do, we concatenate all these vectors together, make a new representation. That will be our multi-view representation. And then we fit it into a simple classifier to see whether it's fake news or non-fake news. Some results. If you just look at the F1 score, that's the main measure, right? Because our data set is unbalanced. So our one is the top one. Actually, this multi-view representation is better than each of these individual ones. Why is that? We explain it a little bit more. So we do this visualization. We try to put them in 2 dimensions. The left top one is ours. The other is like a word level. The word level is like they are all clustered together. They are overlapping. The emotion features, well, it's very surprising. In fact, it does something, right? But still a lot of overlapping. The sentence level, bottom right, it's in fact one of the very good ones, in fact, current days, because now this area is like there has been a revolution. A lot of new research coming in. This sentence-based representation based on transformers does very well. But you still can see this overlapping. The left top one is in fact our one. I think it pushes it better, like pushes these two classes separately. Our current work is to evolve them, to make it even better using EC technology. That's all from me. Thanks.